Right guys, welcome to round number 4 in the Moto3 Championship for the British MotoGP League. Apologise for the delay of the stream. Having a few technical problems, but we seem to have it underway now. Not the best attendance for Moto3 unfortunately, quite a few guys are missing. But we'll still get a great show on for the Moto3 class. Right then, I believe we are ready to go. Right, go to Austin. So then, one thing I need to do is check the standings and have a look who's, where. Let's have a quick look, shall we? Where are the standings? Right then. So at the moment, looks like VR46 is a very commanding lead. 70 points at the moment in the standings. He's finished first twice and a second position, so VR46 is dominating at the moment, I have to say. Doing an absolutely brilliant job. Second is Griff on 47 points. He's 23 points behind VR46, so he's got a lot of work to do already quite early in the championship. And then Declan, 2 fourth positions has put him in third position, but from Declan in third all the way down into Zombie, third to 8th, there's only a difference of like 7 points, so it's very, very tight from third to 8th. Very, very close. And we are just watching the riders now about to come out of the pit lane. Going to be very, very cold tyres, going to be very difficult. Got to warm your brakes up as well. Here we are on board with Mad Max. He was struggling quite a bit earlier, Mad Max. I think Mad Max will be happy to have a solid result here, top 6, and down goes Alan Madrid now. We need to welcome Alan Madrid. He, of course, is new. I messaged him this morning, asking him to come on for Moto3. This is his first ever race in this class. He's teammates, of course, with Lion. Unfortunately, he hasn't changed his number here. He should not be the number 46. We'll forgive him for that one. But yeah. Potato as well, or I should say, Potato. Bit of a confusing name. He's new as well. We welcome him, of course, to the class. Lewis B as well, his first race in a very, very long time. Lewis B, of course, was meant to race for us. But, he's been having his tea quite a lot of times, unfortunately, so luckily Lewis B is back, which we wanted him to be at the beginning of the season racing with us. It's good to see Lewis B is back. Yeah, you can see Anakin braking hard into the difficult back straight. You can see all the movement they are having there. Our Potato is cruising around at the moment, not really up to full speed. Declan, we need to keep an eye on Declan. Looks like he's in the third sector? It's hard to say actually. Where is Declan? Yeah, Declan seems to be in the third sector at the moment. Declan for me is the favourite for this race. His race pace, his time attacks as well has been absolutely sensational. He's actually got the record right now, the fastest lap ever on 2 wheels in the Moto3 class on this game. In the Aspar team. Declan's doing an absolutely sensational job. The pressure will be on him though. Everyone expects highly of him this weekend. They expect him to do a good job, so he'll have a lot of pressure. And not too sure what is going on with Declan there, and Declan, dearie me. Well, he's lagging very, very badly. I'm not too sure what's going on with Declan there. Let's hope it's not as bad in the race. But poor old Declan's already lagging. Right then, we're about to cross the line with Declan. He's braking hard now into turn number 1. Very, very difficult part of the track. Easy to top the front through there. And you can see there, Declan isn't even leaning properly. He's having all kinds of connection issues here. Alan Madrid has already invalidated his lap, so that's not a great start for his Moto3 debut in COTA. You can see Declan, very old school riding style. I think Mick Doohan would be proud of that. If Declan unfortunately does lag though, we are going to have to kick him, which is a huge shame, and Potato has gone down as well as Line. They've gone down at the same time. I hope they didn't collide. Hard to say really, but Yeah, not what they want to be doing, crashing very early into this session. They need to get a bank lap in. Of course, at COTA, very long, very long lap in the mode. You know, free class, sorry, very long. Of course, as well, you've got to change your tyres and fuels potentially, so it's going to be difficult to get a lap here. A lot of people, I think, will not get a lap together, which is going to be quite critical in this session. I can see that Lucas and Camille have also confirmed that Declan is lagging, so it isn't just me there. So Declan unfortunately having a few connection issues, which is a bit of a shame. Declan braking hard in the back straight here. We need to keep an eye on Lewis B. He's got out quite early. Good to see Lewis B back, as Declan still lags. Lewis B going into the double right-handers here. See what he can do going into the penultimate corner. Braking hard now. About to go into the final corner here. Line has gone down, unfortunately for him. The first lap from Lewis B. What is he going to do? Josh as well. We need to keep an eye on him. Josh is behind Lewis B at the moment, but Lewis B is going to be the first guy to cross the line here. What is the lap time going to be? 2:16.3. That is a decent lap there from Lewis. Not bad at all. Let's keep an eye on Josh in the background. Also, that is Line there, who I believe got his lap invalidated, but Josh into second position. He's into the 2:17s at the moment. Anakin, decent lap from him. I believe he's just about into the 2:16 there. 2:16 bracket. We're going to see now what Ooh, he's made a few crashes there, unfortunately. Hasn't got a lap together. VR in the background. What a lap time from VR. 2:15.6, and Declan as well. I didn't notice that from Declan. That's a very good time from him. He's into the 2:15s as well. So already we've got two guys here into the 2:15s. So it's very impressive stuff. Ala Madrid has gone down. He hasn't got a lap together yet, and he's really struggling at the moment. It's his debut race, of course. Not really what he wants. That's not ideal for him. Let's have a look at Griff here. He's on a lap at the moment. Personal best through the first sector. Griff, pardon me, Griff, a little bit disappointing for him at Le Mans. I think Griff had the pace to win that race, but he made a mistake. He crashed out in the chicane. Oh, and he's just gone over the track limits there. Perfect timing to be watching him. Line as well, very close to the track limits, or was that Ala Madrid? But anyway, you know, it was Ala Madrid, so Ala Madrid and Griff both lost their laps here. Anakin there, as you can see, he's trying to go through. They've got to get out of the way, which they both do. But it's looking good at the moment for Anakin in 4th position. He, of course, has also lost his lap, so pretty much everybody has lost their lap. We do need to keep an eye on VR. What a lap this is so far from him. He's already into the mid 2:15s, and he's already red in the first two splits. This is a dominant show here from VR. Oh, he's pushing up front end hard, hopping and skipping the rear as well. Looks neat and tidy through there, though. Who is that? He just skims there. Just about gets out the way, though, Potato. Gotta be careful not to pick up any penalties there, but VR looking good at the moment. His lap has gone away. Well, I didn't notice that. It took me a while to notice that. I should be paying more attention, but unfortunately VR's lap has gone away. Pretty much everybody's lap's gone here. The only guy in a lap here is Mad Max, who's quite far ahead, so I don't think he got any, you know, red flags. Mad Max seems to be lagging a little bit as well, so I'm really hoping it's not a server or an issue on my end. But anyway, Mad Max now goes into the final corner, leading completely off the bike there. It's about to cross the line. His first lap of the session, and that's quite decent there from Mad Max. Good job from him. He's into the 2:16s. I'll be very happy with that, beating his teammate Anakin. They've been very similar on pace, of course. But yeah, he'll be very happy with that, Mad Max, as he leads very far off the bike there. Ala Madrid again, he's crashed, I believe. He just hasn't got a lap together so far. And Line, I missed that completely. Line there, very close to VR. He did a 2:15.6, just about. Just about, a 2:15.6.999, I believe, if my max is correct. I hope it is, but good job from him. Now, Josh is red for the first split. Not decent there from Josh. He will not want to qualify down in 8th position here. Well, what can he do there? He's going onto the back straight now. Ala Madrid is on a personal best. He needs it as well. He hasn't even set a lap together yet. Josh orange through the second sector, so he has lost a little bit of time here. Would be great if we could actually see the exact sector time, see how far he is off. It looks like he's sitting up a little bit there, and Anakin has left. Well, too sure what's happened to Anakin there, but he has completely left. I'm going to assume that's a connection issue. So I'm not too sure what's happened to Anakin here. I'm really hoping we do not have any connection issues, which would be a massive shame. Josh there really flirting with the track limit, so he's got to be careful. But Josh, as you can see, still on a personal best in the third sector. This surely will move Josh up the ranks here. Surely. Anyway, Josh now pushing very, very hard into the penultimate corner. Can he improve on his time? It looks like he's very likely to do so. The only guy on a personal best. Also Ala Madrid as well. We've got to keep an eye on him. Very wide there, but can he improve his time here, Josh? Yes, he goes up into 5th position and he's right in the game now. He beats Mad Max and he beats Griff. And he is now 8 tenths off VR. He's also into the 216. He's well into the 216, so good effort there from Josh as he pushes hard into that very difficult turn 1. We need to keep an eye on Ala Madrid here. Ala Madrid is into the pits, so he was on a personal best, he's gone into the pits there. He wants to change his fuel and tyres. Mad Max as well is into the pits, so quite a few guys there changing tyres, which I understand. Anakin has gotten back into the lobby. Not too sure what's going on with Anakin. I really hope he can get back into the race there. That would be a massive shame if he misses out. Gonna message him and see what's happened to Anakin. Can he get back into the lobby? Let's hope so anyway. Need to keep an eye on Lion, sorry. Oh, looks like Lion has gone into the pits. Anakin, unfortunately, there is disconnected, so that's a huge shame for him. Well, it's a massive shame for Anakin. I'm not too sure what's happened there. I'd be really, really sorry for him. Let's hope he can get back into the lobby. We may be able to reset the lobby here. Right then. We're on board here with Mad Max in 6th position. That's not too bad for Mad Max, as you can see there, VR46, he flies past him. Great view here on the track, very difficult section this. The left, then the right, you have to use these curbs here. You have to really, really nail every single apex, not go wide at all. Very easy as well to invalidate your lap. Mad Max will be relatively happy, I imagine, with 6th. Right then, let's have a look at VR46. You can see here, he's up from the first sector, so VR46 is doing a very, very good job. He's already into, you know, the 215s, and he's looking to extend his lead here. In the second sector, he's red again, so it's looking great for VR. Griff is on a personal best as well. See VR there pushing very, very hard. He really is on the absolute limit now. Potato needs to get out of the way here. Is he going to get out of the way? It doesn't seem like he is. He's going to ruin VR46's lap here. It looks like he's right in his way here. Is he going to move out of the way? Oh, he doesn't at all. He really gets in his way there. That really could have cost VR46 massively there. Potentially on pole position. It looks like he's trying to go up the inside, if anything. He backs out of it, I believe, but that is not ideal there for VR46. Oh, and he's now taken out. VR46 was red there. Well, that is very, very silly. He's got himself a long lap anyway by the game, so that was very silly there from Potato. No idea what he was trying to do there. He was on a personal best himself, but... well, in all fairness, he was on a personal best, but why would he be racing him and qualifying that? But anyway, VR46 has got one more opportunity here to get his, you know, himself a lap together. Well, I think VR will be fuming about that. He is still on pole position, so I think he'll only care about the pole, but he could have improved by a bigger amount there. But anyway, oh, he looks very wide. It hasn't gone well so far. I don't think at the moment in this sector. We're going to have to wait for the sector times, and you can see there Declan now. He is up. Seems like the lag has gone away, luckily, so the issues we were having seems to be getting resolved. Lewis B as well. He's on a personal best. It's all kicking off here towards the end of the session here. You see there Lewis B, the number 1 player. Of course, he isn't actually the number 1. We don't have a reigning world champion for Moto3, or any champion for that matter. But he can have the number 1, of course, for Moto2. Kevin, of course, will love the number 1 on that plate. But anyway, let's go to Declan here. Where on earth is Declan? I've got to have a look for him. He is absolutely flying at the moment. I'll tell you what, it's really, really getting close here. Declan, VR, both red through the second sectors. VR must have nailed the first sector. I'm completely wrong about that. Lewis B, though, we need to keep an eye on him. It looks like Lewis B has a really, really good chance here to get himself further up the grid. Declan, though, is red, and also VR is line on a personal best. We're going to have to wait for the first sector. We just do not know yet. Right then. Lewis B about to cross the line. He moves up into 3rd position. He's got time for one more lap as well, and Josh has gone down. Well, not ideal for Josh there at all. Just really costly for Josh. That's it for him then. Josh surely is not going to improve here. We need to keep an eye on VR46. Where is he? VR46 now. He's not again. He's behind the same guy. Rotator here. Is he going to ruin his lap for the second time? I think he's just about ahead of him. Oh, VR's having a look. Oh, he's going to ruin his lap again here. Well, dearie me. It seems like he's on his personal best though. It's not like he's actually purposely holding up. VR, well, that'll be frustrating for him. Declan has gone to pole position. Declan there with a 2:15.0. What a time from him. I missed that there. Absolutely sensational stuff. VR46 again was held up. Oh, that is silly there. He was on a personal best in all fairness to him, so he might just be trying to do his best job by himself, but yeah, I think it's a bit unfortunate there. We can't really blame him. He's on his personal best lap. He can only do what he can do. Bit unlucky there for VR. He looked like he was going to get pole position. He's still in 2nd position. That's a great position for him. Now line, can he make it even worse for VR? He's on a personal best here, line. We are going to reset the lobby, guys, just to get Anakin back in, because he did disconnect. But here we are. Line going into the final corner, braking very, very hard. What is he going to do as he crosses a line? Line, the French rider. He moves up into 2nd position. Wow. Huge change there. So VR could have been on pole position. But he's actually gone down to 3rd place there. He'll be furious with that. Next to his teammate Lewis B, who's made a very, very good debut race in Moto3 actually. He's owned 4th. Mad Max. Great job from him there in 5th. He's going to be very happy. 2:16.4. What a time from him. Josh there is in 6th position. That's not too bad for him. Griff 7th. Anakin will be in 8th position. We are going to reset the lobby. Very unfortunate what happened to him. Potato there, and well, he's in 9th position, a little bit off the pace, and Ala Madrid unfortunately not able to get a lap together at all, so not ideal. Well, that is the qualifying session. We are going to reset the lobby here, just so we can actually get Anakin back in. We are going to, of course, start it with the qualifying order, of course. So let's create another lobby here. I'm sorry, guys, for these issues that we are having. This has not been the most ideal situation. Make sure that the lobby is sorted out here, which of course we want. Yeah, everything seems good to me. But we're going to invite everybody back in here. We're going to have to change the order, of course, as well. I do apologise, guys, for all of these issues we are having. Right, we're going to reset the lobby. I do apologise, guys, for all of these issues we are having. Right, let's get everybody back in the lobby. Right, I do apologise, guys, for all of these issues. It's not ideal at all here. We're going to invite everybody back into the lobby, though. Let me just make sure that everybody in the Moto3 class knows the situation. Right then, everybody's getting back in here. Right. Let's invite everybody back again for a second time. As I say, guys, I apologise for all of these issues. This is obviously not, the plan. This is not ideal. So let's have a look, shall we, at the results then. Let's go through these results again. You can check the Xbox screenshots here. Right then. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just trying to find it here. Right then. So we have, at the moment, we are missing quite a few people here for some reason. Not too sure why. Line's here. Lewis B is here. VR is not in the lobby for some reason. We need to get him back in. Not too sure what's happened to him. We're missing VR and we are missing... Josh. Yeah, we need Josh. Sorry about this, guys. Get Josh back in. Right then, let's sort the order out. We need Lewis B back in the lobby. I'm not too sure what's going on with poor old Lewis. So Declan's on pole position. Line there in second. And third place should be VR. We're waiting for him to arrive, however. Mad Max is going to be there in fifth. What a job from him. He'll be very, very happy with that. Sixth position is Josh. Let's get him there. And seventh position is Griff. Griff will be disappointed with that. I don't think he's been practicing too much though for Griff, in all fairness to him. But I would expect a little bit more there from Griff. We are now waiting for... Well, we need to move Alan Madrid down. He does not, unfortunately for him, get that position. And there we go. VR46 is back in the lobby. Sorry to him. Not able to get him in the lobby there, unfortunately. Having a few problems. Couldn't find him on my friends list. So let's just double check that this lobby is set up correctly here. So, everything looks good to me. Yep, everything seems good. Right, let's check the lobby settings. Everything seems good. Yep. Everything seems good at the moment. Right, then we're good to go. Sorry guys for the issues there we were having. This is not, very professional, but having a few technical problems. Right, anyway, we are ready now to start Austin. Going to be a very fascinating race here. I'm a little bit disappointed with Griff. I thought he'd be a bit further up. Very, very impressed with Declan. The speed he has found has been sensational. I always knew Declan had speed in the Moto3, just couldn't put a result together. Maybe this is a chance finally for him to get a good result in. VR46 there would have probably wanted pole position, but obviously getting held up a little bit by Potato there. But he's still in a great position on the front row. Now we're going to wait for everybody here to ready up. So as soon as everybody's ready up, we'll be good to go for the race. We'll also put the results on the Discord, of course. We'll do that while we're waiting. So glad as well to see Lewis B finally back. We wanted him, of course, to race full time in this class, but he's been very, very busy, unfortunately, and these kind of things do happen. Just waiting for everybody to ready up here. Looks like everybody at the moment has readied up, which is great to see. Let's just very, very quickly post this. Right then, looks like we're good to go. First race of the season. Check everybody's good to go in the Discord. Yep, we are good to go then. Right. Sorry about the issues we were having. We are now ready to finally get the race underway for Moto3. Finally here.
The race officials give the okay.
Alan Madrid is left. Well, we can't restart now. I'm not too sure what's happened to him. Already we're down to 9 people here. Not a great start to Alan Madrid. A few technical issues on his side. I had a bug. Well, we're going to have to get underway, I'm afraid. The race is about to start. Let's get into a better camera here. Lights are on red. And we are racing it. Not a great start from Declan. Look at that from VR46. He's absolutely shot off there. It's Lewis B, sorry. Lewis B has actually got into the front. What a start from 4th position on the grid. It's going to get very ugly into turn 1. Look at that from Line. Well, Line there has got himself to play, and that was way too ambitious. He just came flying on the inside of Lewis there. Not too sure what he was expecting, but Lewis B leads the way. VR46 there in 2nd position. So the two, Leopard, riders doing a very good job here. Declan in 3rd, Max in 4th position. That's nice for him. Josh 5th position, Griff in 6th, and Anakin there in 7th. Look at that, it's getting very, very tight at the back there. I believe with Anakin, he's battling very hard. He's having to look on the inside. Griff has to back out of it. Oh, look at that for Pro Tato. He is looking feisty there. He's in 8th position. Line, what a terrible start for him. What was he thinking there? A little bit of a silly move on the inside. He's got plenty of time though to come back into this race. He's got great pace. But let's have a look at the front. You can see there, as Josh has a good look on the inside of Mad Max. You can see that. Oh, look at this. The Leopard riders are fighting here. Lewis B and VR46 both together. VR46 now is looking to pass him in the slipstream. They're side by side as they go onto the back straight. VR46 is alongside him. Can he take the lead of this race? And there's Mad Max attacking there for the podium. Look at Mad Max. What starts the race? And you can see there Declan round the outside, brave from him. But Mad Max looking great as well. VR46 takes the lead. He now is in a brilliant 1st position. That's the exact start to the race he wanted. And Anakin and Josh have gone down. Looking at the wrong rider there. Anakin and Josh have both gone down. We didn't quite see what happened there, but they both collided. Absolutely terrible there for those two guys. I feel sorry for Anakin because we got him back into this lobby and it's been an absolute nightmare start. Poor guy, but anyway, let's go back at the front. Declan there is in 3rd position and VR46 already is starting to pull away. This race could be over before it's even began, and Lewis B there very, very wide. He would have lost a few tenths there, not ideal for him. Lewis B pushing very hard to stay with VR, but VR already with a massive lead, nearly 9 tenths here as we go across the line onto lap 2. So, Lewis B there, with the right number as well actually, the number 54. Declan there in 3rd position. Already the race is starting to spread out a little bit. Mad Max, got to give him a shout there in 4th position, and that's not ideal for his debut race. Potato, and wow. I'm so sorry to laugh at him there. I was laughing that his actual rider was on top of the bike surfing there. Well, I feel very sorry for Potato, unlucky for him. A bit of a silly high side there. But he now is in 9th position. He's very, very far off as well. He's 6 seconds now behind. That's really not ideal for his debut. There's Anakin there in 8th position. He just needs to keep his head here. He doesn't want to lose his composure. Riff there in 5th position. He's working his way through the pack. And there's Josh. He's now right behind Line, who in all fairness is coming back quite well. He is now carving his way through the field as Anakin gets a few track limits. He wants to be careful there. Already on 2. And Josh having a good look on the inside of Line. Josh having a look, and look at that from Line. Very brave round the outside. Can he hold the position? They're both side by side as we go into the front straight. Josh there has done a brilliant job there. He's managed to hold the position. We need to go back at the front as these guys are about to fight again. Sorry, look at this. Josh there having a nice little battle with Line. Line is going to get him back as we go, breaking hard down. It's a left-hander, but look at that. He swipes his nose off there from Line. No, he's very, very cheeky. He shouldn't be doing too much of that. And Declan, he's gone down. One of the contenders for the win. And Line as well. These two guys were going to be fighting for the win potentially. They've both crashed. What a terrible race for these two riders. Well, Line there. It's just not an ideal race. Maybe made a bit of a silly mistake. Lap 1, turn 1 on the inside of Lewis B. He then crashed again. It's just not going well for his race. But look at Mad Max now. He's in 3rd position. What a race from him. And Anakin has gone down again. Well, Anakin, again, a lot of people crashing very, very early. This is a difficult circuit, of course. But A lot of riders here, I'm sorry to laugh, but I find it quite comical. A lot of riders here high-siding as they rejoin the track. They just need to keep their head here. Anakin there, very, very wide as well. He's now in 9th position. Potato there in 8th. He's recovered a position. Line is in 7th. I'm a little bit disappointed with Line. I thought he'd be right up there at the front. He was fighting very hard with Josh. He there is in 6th position. We need to keep an eye on Declan now. He's right behind Griff. Declan here looking very, very racy. He wants to get through as early as he can. He needs to salvage something from this race. It looks like VR is already long gone into the distance. He needs to try and recover, at least get himself on the podium. I think Declan has the pace. He has a really brave look on the inside into the fast left-hander there. He can't quite make the stick. Is Declan going to get him into the hairpin? He backs out of it. He's going to look to get him on the back straight, and there. He's on the inside there, Declan. Very aggressive there on the inside of Griff. I don't think Griff will be happy with that. As these guys are fighting, I can see in the background that Potato has gone down again. Can Declan, though, get past Griff and get himself into 4th position? This is crucial for his race. He's alongside him here. Can he make the move stick on the brakes? Down into the left-hander. He levels him out nicely there on the brakes. Griff gives him plenty of room. Griff looking, of course, for the cutback. I do believe Declan has made the move stick there. I don't think Griff wants to get in the way here. He just wants to have a sensible race, get out of trouble. He wants to follow Declan here, which is quite smart. Declan there, very wide. Yeah, this is the battle for 4th position. You've got to give credit to Max, though. Look at him there in 3rd. He's got a decent lead as well here. 1.4 seconds, looking great at the moment. Max has struggled here. I was practicing with him. He's had a bit of a tough time, but in the race, as usual, he's consistent. He stays out of trouble. And he's having a great ride at the moment. Declan as well, fighting his way back through the pack. He's doing a great job as well. Griff there trying to keep up with him. But anyway, we need to have a look at the front. VR46 already is clearing off at the front here. 1.5 seconds from Lewis B, who himself is 4 seconds ahead of Mad Max, who is going to do well to get a podium here because he's got Declan breathing down his neck, who's catching him up actually. And then you've also got Griff there, who's very, very close. In fact, Griff looks like he's ready to attack. Well, I say that, Griff has made a pretty big mistake there. Poor old Griff gone very, very wide. He's lost a huge amount of time. He's actually going to lose a toe as well as Declan, so a bit of a silly mistake from Griff there. I apologise if you can hear noises in the background and a few fireworks going off at home. But anyway, need to catch my breath. Been yapping away here. So, let's have a look at the front again. VR46 in 1st position there. Lewis B, and who's that that's gone down? Well, that's Potato. It's been a very bad race for him. His bike has gone very far away. Can he make sure he doesn't high side? He does this time. Has to rejoin the track carefully as well, which he manages. This really hasn't been the best race for him. Not a great debut at all. Anakin trying to recover. He's already got a long lap. Well, that's not ideal for him. Poor old Anakin there, not having a great time. Line as well, he's also struggling in 7th position. How far is he off? Well, he's miles off there, 5 seconds. He'll do well there to get into the top 6. Josh will either have to crash or have a really, really tough last few laps. Something we need to check, which I haven't done, is the tyres. Let's check the tyres right now as the race is settling down a little bit. Let's have a quick glance here. It does seem like, and Max, I've completely missed that. Max has actually lost out there. But Max is now in 4th position. I do apologise, I completely missed that. Well, it seems like Griff is struggling a little bit. He's actually dropping off a bit there. But Declan seems to be a guy in a charge. As crazy as it sounds to say this, I actually think Declan has a decent shout here and getting himself in 2nd position. Lewis B would have to have a very, very difficult last few laps and make a huge mistake. But Declan's pace has been the best out of everybody, which is why I expected him to win. It just hasn't happened for him in a race. He's made quite a few mistakes already this season, a few more creeping in there. He already has brought the gap down a little bit. Now it's under 5 seconds. It does creep up a little bit here, but you can see it's fluctuating quite a lot here. It does seem like Declan is the faster man right now. Max there is on the soft. I just noticed that. That is quite brave from him. Well, that might be why he's having a great start to the race. He's going to have to do really, really well to manage a rear tyre. He does look like he's managing it quite well. The wear seems fairly even. But the soft tyre here is surely going to struggle towards the end of the race. Griff is actually starting to close up on Max here, so maybe Max already is having a few grip problems. There's Griff, the number 74, a Honda Team Asia rider. He's there in 5th. He's the top contender, of course. It's just not happening for him. It just isn't. It's not one of his stronger circuits. I think Griff will be happy to get himself ahead of Max and get himself into 4th position. Declan isn't too far down the road. Declan actually, in all fairness, is 1-1 off from a long lap and poor on Max. Well, Max was doing a brilliant job there, really punching above his weight, but he's now dropped all the way back into 6th position. That's a huge shame for him. He was doing a great job on the soft tyre, which looks like it's burning now actually. So not ideal for Max there. Josh actually is very, very close here to Griff. Josh seems to be the faster rider here. The number 8 there. I just do not understand, you know, the mistakes that are coming here. Listen, it's easy for me to say this commentating. This is one of the most difficult circuits. Very, very bumpy. You know, very easy to top the front as well of these Moto3 bikes. The front end is very, very sketchy. Josh here seems to be having quite a lot of movement there as well, so he might be having issues with the soft. He's also on the soft as well, so that's another rider on a soft. What tyre is Griff on? Medium front, so Griff will have the advantage towards the end here. Lewis as well is on the medium front, soft rear, VR. Yep, so pretty much everybody bar Max and Josh. These are the only guys on the soft. Everybody else is on the medium front, soft rear, and you can see here Josh is pulling out the slipstream here. Griff really is suffering at the moment. A bit disappointing here from Griff. I'm not too sure how much he's practiced, but Griff is dropping back here. Josh is going to have a look on the inside. Can he make it stick into that difficult turn one? He's gone very, very wide, and surely Griff, yep, he gets him straight on the cutback. Can Josh get him back into the right-hander? He has a look. Can't get him into turn 2. But at the moment, VR46 is stage managing the race, and also he has extended his championship lead, and Griff there in 4th position, not really able to profit. Declan in 3rd is catching Lewis, but again, it's just a bridge too far, it seems. The gap's gone down to 4.4. Declan as well is very close to a long lap. It won't affect him, even if he ignores it, because he's too far ahead of Griff. But it obviously will not help him either, so not ideal there. Can Josh get past Griff here? Line 9 in the background as well. He's looking menacing to overtake Mad Max, and Josh having a look on the inside. Griff goes very wide there, very wide swooping line. He's looking to get the exit. Can Josh get it back? And Line there has also got himself into 6th position. Max and him are both side by side here. It looks like he has got the better of him. Josh looks too far ahead of Griff there. Griff got a great exit. Can Mad Max get him back? Mad Max pulling out the slipstream. Can he get him back into this tight corner here? Oh, he leans on him there. That is very naughty. Mad Max turns in. I'm not too sure what Line was expecting there. He leads in, and Josh has gone down as these guys fight very, very hard. Josh has gone down. Josh needs to be careful as he rejoins the track. He just about gets away with it, but now Line having a look on the inside. He goes very, very wide, and he's gone down. Well, Line there looked very ragged to me. Bit of a silly mistake again. Another silly mistake from Line. He's cost himself huge championship points here. Anyway, now Josh is in 5th, Mad Max in 6th. Josh, of course, crashing. He's still in 5th position. He'll be frustrated to not get the better of Griff there. Josh, to be fair though, isn't too far behind. I think he's only about 2.8, so he can still get him. Max there, as you can see, runs a little bit wide there. Let's have a look at the front. So VR46 there in 1st position. Let's have a look on board with him. He's having an absolutely sensational race. Another dominant performance. Got to be careful with the track limits there in his fast left and rights. But he looks brilliant at the moment, VR. He's just, this season in Moto3, he's been by far the best rider. Very, very fast. He's very consistent. He doesn't make too many mistakes. He has had a bit of bad luck as well. Been involved in a couple of incidents, but he's still been able to finish the races very, very strong. I'll give credit to Lewis B though. Lewis B there in 2nd hasn't raced in this class this season. He's practiced a fair little bit, but he has not raced this season. he's still there, and he's actually managing the gap quite well. The gap's quite stable at the front, about 1.7. We just don't know if VR is managing it, but we do know the gap is quite close. We have to give him credit for that. He's putting up a real fight here for the win. Declan is catching for sure, but he just hasn't got the time. And with the long laps, with the warnings, pardon, it's just one mistake and that's game over for Declan. It's really not ideal for him. Anakin there, another long lap. That's 2, I think, for him. It just hasn't happened for Anakin. It's a real shame because he had some pace, but another race where things have gotten away from him there. But Declan on the podium, and I think Declan will be very disappointed, if I'm honest. He would have wanted to win, but I think a 3rd position is a decent salvage job. Another crash for Line. It's just, how many mistakes has he made? He had a 2nd position at Le Mans, I believe, and now he's made loads of mistakes in this one. He's still in 7th position somehow. Anakin must be having a torrid time if he's not ahead of him. He actually has a long lap himself, Anakin, to serve, so... Griff there on his 3rd warning. Griff is actually racking up the warnings. He doesn't want to get another warning because if behind Griff, Josh is lurking. Josh is not too far away. And then also Mad Max, who isn't that far either, so Griff, if he gets a long lap, that can really cost him huge points. Griff doesn't want to throw anything away in a title fight. It's very early in the season and he already has lost a lot of points to VR. Anyway, 2 laps to go here. Griff there in 4th position. With a relatively comfortable lead over Josh, but Josh definitely is catching, and I gotta give credit to Mad Max. He had made a silly mistake, but he isn't doing too badly there in 6th. His pace is quite decent. Josh as well, recovering after the incident with Anakin. Well, this is one of the worst debuts I've ever seen. Poor old Potato. I really hope he's a little bit stronger in the next rounds. He just has not gelled at all with COTA, which is a real shame for him. I hope he does bounce back for, I believe it's Jerez. I should know myself, of course, I'm the one that runs the league, but yeah, I believe it is Jerez next. Let's hope he has a better race there. There's Anakin in 8th position, and Line, another mistake. He is just throwing the kitchen sink at it at the moment. In fact, Anakin will be quite close, and Anakin's actually ahead of him now, so Anakin has moved up a position. I just hope that Anakin hasn't had all of his long laps, because if he hasn't served his long laps, well, it's obviously going to finish behind him. But anyway, the 2 BOE riders, the BOE riders, sorry, they're both in 6th and 7th together. Here we are, of course, off board with Anakin in 7th position. Let's have a look at Max. How is Max getting on? He's in 6th. It's been a very up and down race for Mad Max. He's been right up there in the podium fight. A few mistakes. Well, how many times have I said this? I've lost count. Line there with another mistake. He really has lost his composure here. I kind of question, is he going for the fastest lap? Where are these mistakes coming from? He, of course, is on the medium front as well. Yeah, not a race to remember here for Line. Of course, he had an absolutely sensational race actually at Le Mans, but it was not a great race at all here in COTA. He's gone wide again. He just needs to keep his composure here and try and salvage something from this race. We need to go and have a look as we go on to the last lap here. Griff in 4th position. This is where it's all kicking off. This is where all the action is. Josh there in 5th, and he has a few moments on the front end. Josh has to be careful not to make any mistakes because Mad Max is behind him and will take him if he goes down. Same with Griff. It's just as costly for Griff because he's got 2 riders closing him down here, so Griff has to manage the race well. We know Griff is one of the most composed riders. He will manage things very sensibly, but even he can make a mistake. This is one of the most difficult circuits. But Josh now is really closing the gap here. It's 0.8 of a second. Josh as well with only 2 warnings, so he can play a little bit more with track limits here and get away with 1 or 2 things maybe Griff can't. As you can see though, Griff is still ahead by it's just under a second. Mad Max has dropped off a bit there, so I think he's going to have to settle for 6th position here. It won't be a bad result at all for him. But Josh is really pushing that front end very hard. He's having all kinds of movement there into the braking zone. We know the drive Griff has been getting onto this back straight though has been sensational, but Josh has got a good run himself. Maybe Josh can get into the slipstream, I just don't know if he's close enough. But the gap is coming down rapidly here. Griff has got to do a very, very good job to stay ahead of Josh because he is charging. As Pro-Tato in the background does go down, his race has not gone well at all. Look at Josh, he's really pushing. Has he gone wide? It looked like he was a bit wide to me. He certainly did. Lost 2 tenths there. He's still got a chance to get into 4th position, but he's not very wide there. Josh is going all in here for the result. He also picks up a little cheeky track limit warning there. He really is pushing hard. Griff has responded. Look at that. The gap is back up to 1 second. A few mistakes as well from Josh, but Griff doing a good job to hold on to 4th here. Crucial for his championship. We need to go back to the front though. VR46 from start to finish has absolutely dominated. He wheelies over the line. Lewis B as well picks up a 1-2 for the team. Declan there, he brought the gap to 2 seconds. What a comeback from him. Great race of Declan. It's a bit of a shame for the result, but I got to give him credit for his pace. Griff is going to hold on there to 4th position. Just about stays ahead of Josh, who got very, very close there. Mad Max, that's not too bad from him. He's there in a respectable 6th position. Anakin there will cross the line in 7th. Very, very disappointing race for his standards line. He's there in 8th position and we're going to have to wait. Well, we can't even get to him. Pro-Tato there, way back there in 9th position. But anyway, we have got the results in here. We are going to confirm the times very, very quickly. So, what a dominance of performance here from the Leopard Riders. VR46, he extended his championship lead there. That is another 25 points for him. He is there in 1st position. Lewis B, great to see him back in Moto3. He gets a strong 2nd in his first race. Declan, disappointing result I'd say, but brilliant race pace. Look at that, 2:15.2. Sensational lap times from the top 3. Griff there, a little bit disappointing. However, 4th position is decent points. He will take that. 5th position is Josh. Decent comeback from the incident with him and Anakin. 6th is Mad Max, not too shabby for him. I think Anakin will be quite disappointed there in 7th position. Line as well. He had the pace, but just kept making mistakes. He's in 8th. And for the debut man, Pro-Tato 99, he is there in 9th position. He rounds it off. But that was a sensational Moto3 race. But anyway, we're going to be streaming the Moto2 race. This will be 9 o'clock UK time. So make sure guys, you stay tuned for that. I promise this time we will be on time. We will be streaming at exactly 9 o'clock UK time. I promise you that guys. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all for the Moto2.